Hey guys, this video is going to be an ultimate Q&A about Smash Ultimate. That's just a pun, yay. So I tweeted a few days ago that I'm going to be doing an ultimate Q&A, so ask me anything, but I'm going to be veering away from character opinions except for the characters I have a lot of experience with for now. So if you want to watch all of my character opinions, I will link a video up here in the little card thing because I talked about literally my opinions of every single character, but this one is going to be not really centered around the characters themselves. Except for this first one from Verum, who asks, ranking of Pikas outfits in Ultimate. So what happens with the costumes in Ultimate is that they do not have goggles anymore. Goggles has been replaced by the hat of the girl in Sun and Moon with like the little chicken thing in the back. So Green Pikachu and Libre are probably my two favorites. Those are going to be the ones I use the most, and because I am going to be the best Pikachu more than likely, or assuming I am, I get both of those costumes and every other Pikachu main just kind of has to deal with it. Esports Aerith asks, did the Nintendo vs. crew ask for any of your opinions on the game? I'm talking about mechanics, speed, characters, or anything related to the game itself. Yes, they did. They pretty much asked, hey, do you have anything that you want to say, like anything that we can like write down and bring it back to the producers and the people making the game. So pretty much they ask about everything. Mostly, again, I like all the mechanics in the game. The fact that you can't dash attack out of initial dash is pretty much my only problem with the mechanics in this game. But otherwise, I liked it, so I was just like, hey, Samus's dash attack should be better. And otherwise, I was pretty cool with it. I really like how Ultimate played, and so I wasn't really going to be critiquing anything except also like, hey, fix wave dashing, because I feel like it should be an option, and the fact that it's as bad as it is kind of a mistake. The way they're going to be balancing wave dashing in general is because of the dodge mechanic, kind of like the dodge punishing. So if you wave dash a lot, then you're going to have laggier air dodges and rolls and side steps. So it's like, hey, you want the movement option? Cool, but you're going to be punished for it. So I think that's fine, even if wave dashing is like good and wave landing is good. Tempest SSB asks, can you still edge cancel some of the special moves? I was unable to cancel quick attack, and none of the other special moves that my characters have seem to edge cancel, but I'm gonna go with no, because like the edges of platforms and the ledges are pretty, or what I call them stickies. You can't really like fall off of them easily without like walking or dashing or something like that. You know, you can't wave land off of a platform, you can't edge cancel. I feel like the only way I was able to edge cancel in general was because of like I got hit and I teched the edge of it with momentum and then I edge canceled. So you can do that type of defensive edge canceling, but as far as I'm aware, you cannot edge cancel any offensive pressure. Tolk Nagira, I'm assuming I fudged that name, asks, is it the melee killer? No, this game is drastically different than melee. The thing about melee, and this isn't an insulting way at all, the thing about the melee community is the melee community loves melee. Melee is their favorite game. I have rarely seen anyone in any other scene be like, the game I'm currently playing is the best game ever, but there are so many melee people. There's so many melee players that say that. It is actually ridiculous. And Mango put it really succinctly. You know, he's like, melee players are going to play melee. Why do we need another melee? We have melee. This game is not melee, so melee players are still going to play melee. It is not the melee killer. At Umi Best Girl asks, do you think Nintendo will add more Echo characters? I assume so. I assume they're going to have probably about 5 or 6, because right now they have, what, Daisy, Lucina, Dark Pit? I think they're going to at least add like Shadow or Metal Sonic, and then maybe like Dark Samus. I wouldn't know who they're gonna add from everything. Imagine like, I would say like Rex with for Shulk, but he doesn't have like a standard sword because his blades are like people, I think. I didn't play Xenoblade 2, as you can tell. Maybe they'll have like Mimikyu for Pichu. I don't know. Like I've seen a lot of speculation, and I really like that one in particular, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. FPT Newt asks, how do you feel footstools being techable is going to affect characters like Mega Man and Greninja? I think being able to tech footstools is actually a good thing. I think footstool combos are like fairly, like they're cool, but you know, at high levels of play they become pretty degenerate. Like you think of like Falcons like landing up air footstool, and it's like you can't do anything about it. It's very unintuitive that you can't tech footstools and you can't like tech pratfalls, because like, oh, you're flying towards the stage, why wouldn't you be able to tech it? And so pretty much I feel like the reason that they made footstools techable is because they're trying to make everything kind of apparent. They have the yellow flashes when you're not able to be grabbed, because that's like your 1 second grab timer. You have the 120%, you know, smoke that happens when you have max rage. The general knockback, I feel like, is kind of also a hint to like, hey, we're trying to make things like more apparent that like things are powerful and things are strong. So I feel like being able to tech footstools is kind of in line with that, because it's like, oh, why wouldn't I be be able to tech footstools. They're probably going to get rid of untekables. They got rid of the untechable spiral. So there's a bunch of things that I feel like are a little bit more apparent to the visual, and you can't, it's not like, oh, you have to just know. Like, the only way you know footstools are untechable is if you just already know it. Like, if you aren't aware of it and you're playing a casual match, you're like, why can't, I don't understand why couldn't I do the thing there. Godly Goat One asks, is it gonna feel bad to go back to Smash 4 after playing new and improved Pikachu? No, I mean, I still have played Smash 4 Pikachu for 4 years now. Pikachu is still an amazing character and I have so much fun with him in Smash 4, but like, man, when I get hands on Ultimate Pika, ooh, it's done. It's done for everyone. At Plague MKR asks, do you think by increasing the knockback speed almost instant, the combo game will be weaker, or does it feel like you can connect several attacks if you go in? I feel like people are exaggerating a little bit over how bad the knockback is in terms of like combos and stuff. Granted, I played Pikachu, who is a combo heavy character, and he still is a combo heavy character, and I have that drag down there, which is ridiculous, so I might be a little biased, but a lot of the combo characters that we have in Smash 4, think like Luigi and Zero Suit, weren't really in the demo. Pikachu comboed, Bayo comboed, you know, Mario's down throw got nerfed, so his combos were worse, but if you got like a landing up air, he still got a lot of damage. So as of now, it's kind of hard to tell if the knockback is going to be really affecting, but I'm personally fine with the game kind of being segmented of like, oh, you're at 0 to 50, you can get combos. Oh, they're at 50 to 80, you're kind of going to have to nickel and dime. Oh, you're at 90 to like 120, like you might have a kill confirm, or you can just die because the knockback in general is really, really high in this game. You're just going to have to learn how it works. Like, yeah, sure, this new knockback after playing the game, me competitively, for 12 or 13 years, it's pretty jarring at first, but you're gonna get used to it. Like, we had, like, again, everyone that played that game at the demo, regardless of how much they played it for a maximum of like 20 hours, like at most. Like, I played it for about 7 or 8, and most of those were free-for-all, or like half of those at least were free-for-all. So once we get our hands on the game and we get to play it for days and days and days and days, people are going to be fine. They're going to find their combos, they're going to find their kill confirms, and the game will be just fine. Do not worry. At Taxon14 asks, do you think this game will have a release on the NX? No one is supposed to know about the NX. How do you know? At Jag Smash asks, does Perfect activate if you jump out of shield? I'm assuming he's referring to the parrying mechanic. And no, I believe the shield drop frames are different than your jump squat frames, because what happens when you jump out of shield is your shield comes up and then you immediately go into jump squat. Whereas for the parrying, it is in your shield drop animation. So no, you cannot parry while you're jumping out of shield. It's different. At Timothy Ding asks, how well can you dash dance for all characters? So I feel like dash dancing kind of had a kind of ubiquitous timing to it. Like, I feel like if you were faster, sure, your dash dance was farther, but I feel like the dash dance timing was kind of similar to this. I really like the fact that it seems like dash dances are kind of universal in terms of the timing, so it's not like, oh, you just have to know that like Marth's and Fox's is better and that these characters have bad ones. Like, I think it's more fair if it's kind of universal. At Titus River asks, due to the game's current mechanics, how relevant do you think offstage play will be? So I'm gonna have a very biased answer to this, because I think still in Smash 4 a lot of people can go out and edgeguard way more than they do, and they just don't. But I do feel like Smash Ultimate's mechanics, especially because of the knockback, you are going to be able to see a lot of edge guarding. You will get kills really early because of the new knockback, which I think is a huge deal, and the recoveries are still good enough overall that I feel like you can get away with it. The reason people don't edge guard that much in Smash 4 is because edge trapping, you know, is more consistent, it's better for a lot of people, and if you mess up, you're still probably in advantage. So I feel like people can edge guard a decent amount, but we'll have to wait and see if people play it safe or they go ham like I do. At Kyle Chaosun asks, Pikachu or Pika Libre? ¿Por qué no los dos? At Linconius asks, do you find the knockback smoke visually cluttering? As a viewer, it felt too prominent / in the way for me. I had zero issue finding myself, and I had zero issue with any of the smoke. I personally like it. You know, I think it just falls in line with the whole thing of like, oh, we want it to be easier to spectate, so it's more obvious when you're flying. Because by the way, when things are more obvious as a spectator, it can become a spectator sport, and all these sports are spectator sports, so that's very important. So yeah, I didn't really have a problem with it. I can understand where people are coming from if they don't play the game, but it's one of those things that if you play the game, you don't really notice it. At Crowd Cuddles asks, stage hazards toggle? God bless Sakurai. Like, oh my god, I am so happy that Stage Hazard Toggle is in. Like, it makes so many stages available, and I'm actually going to make another video about that. Time for a quickie round. Do jumps carry momentum over from runs like in Melee? No. Do you keep invincibility when you grab the ledge multiple times? No. How many double jumps does Ridley have? 2. Do you think that Smash Bros. Ultimate has a chance to be the most balanced Smash Bros. Game compared to others? Yes. How many balance patches do you expect? I don't know, it depends how broken the game is. Do I think Melee players would like this game? I don't know, they can like a game without it being Melee. How do you feel about the removal of Perfect Pivot? I don't care. How does the game flow feel to to me, very, very good. Is, make a tier list? No. Does Samus up Thor kill? I don't know, didn't try it. So thank you everyone for your questions. I hope I answered a lot of things, and again, if you want to know more character specific stuff, go to my last video. It's going to be in the end card, that's going to be at the end of the video, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.